Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a special bonus reading for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Capricorn, I hope that you're doing well. This is a special bonus reading all about what they are thinking and saying about you, the people in your life, whomever they may be, what they are thinking and saying about you. So I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. For the overall energy, the Human Spirit Oracle, and for the tarot, the Artist Decoded. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Angel Spirits, Guides, what messages do you have for Capricorn regarding what people are thinking? Whoa! What are people thinking and saying about you? Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. They are thinking and saying a lot. Number 43 reduces to a 7, which is Cancer energy, in the Chariot, the major arcana. Fast action, fast communication. But the card is spill the tea. Spill the tea. You know that expression? Spill the tea. You know, it's so crazy because I did not know what spill the tea meant until I got to my most current job, which I've been at for 7 years at this point. I never heard that expression, spill the tea, in my entire life. And it just means to gossip. Gossip, gossip, gossip. What are people saying, Capricorn? The thing about this card, I mean, I gotta say, Capricorn, a little bit, I think you are also spilling the tea because, I mean, she's a literal teapot, first of all. And then there's a delicate balance inside and outside. Spirit just said, make sure you keep your story straight. Right? I gotta tell you, of all the signs, this one feels the most salacious. Which is interesting, right? Because, you know, Capricorns are known as very grounded, very practical people, which you are. But there could be a little bit of drama around you right now, Capricorn. For sure. Because I'm seeing now this kind of curtain here almost as like the curtain rises, like on a stage. And then this now feels slightly performative. So this could be how people are seeing you right now. It's a little bit performative. And I have a feeling that some of you are not going to like that. But you got to ask yourself, you know, kind of what part do you play? What part do you play in if there's been any gossip in your family? I mean, look, it's funny too, because I pulled out this crystal for one of the other signs, and I think it was Leo, maybe. This is fire quartz, red hematite in quartz. This is the crystal of the goddess energy, but it's also gossip dispeller. Right, so I have fire quartz in key places in my life, right? Because, you know, if people are going to talk about us, they better speak the truth about what we're doing. You know, maybe there is a lot to talk about. Maybe you are moving and shaking, which I would not doubt for a second because you're Capricorn. But if people are going to talk, they better speak the truth. You better speak the truth. Right? So, but it feels like it's like you need to hold on to one of these. Okay, buckle up, Capricorn. I feel like this is going to be something. I'm going to pull 3 cards, just 3. Well, and then a card of advice from Spirit, but just 3 today. This is a quick message. Quick bonus reading. Get the temperature. What are they thinking and saying? Why are your cards flipping all over the table? They're like tumbling. My goodness. Oh. Okay. Extra card came out. I will use that at the end as your card of advice from Spirit. First card out, pretty intense. Gemini energy with the King of Swords. You could have Gemini in prominent placements in your chart or be dealing with Gemini. Maybe this is the person we're talking about. King of Swords is very powerful energy. Look how powerful that character is. This whole big rock formation behind them. The King of Swords is somebody who represents an expert in their field. They're like an authority figure. Very learned person. Good communicator. They speak the truth. They speak the truth. They can be very cold and discerning, cutthroat, decisive when it comes down to it, if they're truly in King of Swords power. You know, maybe you've been taking some action as of late that shows these other people what you're made of, and maybe that's what they're talking about. Did you see what Capricorn did? Did you see? That was harsh. I don't know why. I haven't done this for any of the other signs. But I feel like, did you see? That was harsh. That was cold. I didn't know they were capable of that. But look, guess what, right? The people's actions do not come out of like nowhere, out of a bubble. Like everything in our lives influence how we're going to make our moves in life, how we're going to react in certain moments. If they trigger us, it's not because of what's happening in that moment, but something in the past that caused the trigger in the first place, that caused the trauma attached to what is happening in the present. So if somebody is a King of Swords energy, which is how they're seeing you, the people in your life are seeing you as the King of Swords, and you make some really, you know, decisive, to the point, shoot from the hip kind of statement, remark, decision, action. It's more of a decision though. Why are people surprised all of a sudden? Why are they surprised by it? Did they not think that you had it in you? That's what I want to say. It's like I'm having a battle right now between you and whoever this is, whether or not they're a family member, a coworker, a detractor, even a supporter. They could love you and support you. This could be your spouse. Just be like, wow, like my wife did this, my husband did this, my partner did this. Can you believe that? Like talking to their friends. I don't know what it's about. I'm not clarifying, but take it as it resonates. I mean, they're seeing you as powerful, that's for sure. You're sitting, this is how they see you. And there's a part of me that wants to say, and you're completely unbothered because of all of these butterflies. Because when I think of butterflies, I think of like light and airy and beautiful and floating and whatever. You are unbothered. And maybe that bothers them even more. Maybe that bothers them because you're unbothered. In fact, I think that's exactly what it is. But it's kind of like maybe they have some inkling of this. I'm not sure. Pretty brutal card. I'm only going to show it for a moment. The 10 of Swords in the reverse. Pretty brutal card. 10 of Swords. So A lot of the other signs got Three of Swords energy, which I like to say, I mean, I don't like to say it, but I do say it. If we had to look at difficult cards in the tarot, and it all depends on what's happening around the cards, right? Like, the cards aren't fixed. You intuit the meaning. But the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords, which is what you just got, they're pretty up there as far as levels of difficulty. Ten of Swords is all about exhaustive, anxiety-fueled thinking and feeling, right? Ten of Swords is like 10 swords in the back. It can represent betrayal energy. It can represent the ultimate disappointment. It can represent just being leveled, completely flattened and leveled. You got this card in reverse. The card in the reverse suggests that we can't move through the energy because we're not fully sitting in it. We're not pushing through it right now. It's difficult. So there could be some, I feel like whoever this is that I'm looking at you from their perspective, they're very close to you. They're a close member of your family, a close member of your soul tribe. They could be your partner. They're not some periphery character in your world, because they understand that you have had this experience. Very rudimentary example. Superficial? Why did I say rudimentary? Interesting. Surface level example would be, if you had a bad breakup with somebody, and then you said, I'm literally never going to date again. No more love. Love, what is it? Right? Now I hear that song, what is love, baby, don't hurt me no more. Are there any other words to that song? I don't think so. But it's kind of like, I'm completely unbothered. Nothing affects me. We're okay. Nothing to see here. Meanwhile, there's this like monstrosity behind you, which could be just your life experience. Successes, failures, everything. And somebody can see it clear as day. And they're like, Capricorn, like, what is going on? Like, why won't you talk? You're the King of Swords. You love talking. Hey, but if you're the King of Swords too, you can be, how do I say this without saying what I want to say? I want to use the word manipulate a situation. The words manipulate a situation, but it's like, if you don't want to answer a question, but you have to say something, you have the ability to kind of talk circles around people. How do I know this? Because I know a lot of Capricorns. A lot. You're brilliant. Capricorns are brilliant. Capricorn, I'm a Cancer. Capricorns and Cancers, like two peas in a pod, right? So nothing but love for Capricorns. However, it's a skill set. Silver tongue, Spirit just said. Silver tongue. You know why they said that? Because I'm looking at this picture, the cover art, and it's like silvery to me. Silver tongue devil, right? The devil in the tarot represents Capricorn energy. I don't see the devil energy, but of course, it's there, just by virtue of the fact that we're talking about your sign. So this could be a situation where somebody is like, why won't you spill the tea? Why won't you tell me what's really going on? And you're just kind of like, I'm happy as a clam over here. Look at the butterflies. that's your prerogative 100%. But I'm just reading the energy, right? We end here with the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Beautiful. Now, this is somebody you want to share with. This is not the person, well, no, this is not the person that we're talking about. Because I feel high trust with this character. Whoever is asking you to spill the tea on purpose, I feel as though, you know, they want to, I don't know why they want this information so badly. Maybe so it's just that they can tell you how to live your life. But this character here, this feels like somebody else. This feels like a character who is truly a confidant. Truly somebody you can talk to, somebody you can rely on. Could be another earth sign like yourself. Could be driving. So I see two individuals looking at you right now. One individual is asking you to spill the tea, tell me what's wrong. The other individual is kind of calm in their energy. They let you come to them. They don't go saying, tell me, what, why are you acting like this? Why are you saying this? Whatever. The other character is calm and is there for you. And you know that. And the other person knows it too. Ooh, it just got complex. It just got complex because there could be a little bit of jealousy between these two. More on the first person side than the second. Take it as it resonates. These could be two best friends. One best friend you tell everything to, the other best friend, it's almost like they're too nosy and you don't have the patience for it. Which is interesting that I just said that. Spirit's advice, Temperance in reverse. Number 14 of the major arcana, this is Sagittarius energy. Temperance is this card of patience. It's a card, works with the planet Saturn, which Saturn is the planet of restriction, constriction, rules, regulations, father time, right? Whenever we work with Saturnian energy, we have to mind our P's and Q's. We have to be good kids when father time is around. Because Saturn doesn't play. And I don't know why I'm bringing that up, but I feel like I need to. Spirit's giving me that. The card is in reverse for you. Your advice is be very, very vigilant and very careful about your impulsivity. That's what I'm feeling. Patience is required, but patience is not necessarily being exhibited. Patience is required in this situation. I'm going to get one more card of clarifier for Spirit's advice. Thank you. King of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Another king. This is you, King of Cups. It's Scorpio energy, but I read this as your card today. The King of Cups in the upright is like great dad energy. Like somebody who's really loving and giving and generous and doesn't necessarily wear their heart on their sleeve, but you know they love you through the actions that they take, through how they show you. When the card is in reverse, though, there's this proclivity or potential that our emotions could run away with us. So it's almost like saying, if you aren't patient and if you aren't careful in this scenario between and with these two people, you could end up saying a lot more than you want to say, and there could be a loss of a friendship or a connection. It's your choice. This is just Spirit's advice. I think these two people care about you. I think they just have different methods of going about it. So it's up to you to decide how much you're willing to say, because it's all about what is perceived as locked inside of you and their fixation on you. But one person is a little more fixated than the other. So that's your reading, Capricorn. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Capricorn.